Hey, everybody, and welcome to the show where the jokes are offensive, the alcohol's flowing, and in the end, the points don't matter.
But points make prizes. What do points make?
Yeah.
Prizes.
Poor ignition. Switch to electronic. Trust me.
And straight as the automotive desk from Dick Dawson.
Yeah, couldn't help it. How's it going, everybody? Thanks for joining us over for the after show. As usual, we have no idea what we're going to do, but we'll figure it out as we go because that's what you do.
Yeah. We'll watch back, from the future. We'll watch a playback and then we'll come back in time and make sure with this show's much better than we thought it was going to be.
Yeah. Ready? It just happened. Wasn't that cool?
Wait a minute.
Amazing.
You're playing one that we did 2 months ago.
Oh, shit. I always hit the wrong button. We had Demetrius Ziganova slip in there between shows, credits, or whatever it was. Their direct donation. Yet again, if you please. Slava Ukraine, people. Hey, that's a good one. Thanks, Demetrius. Thank you very much. There is some things I did want to get to, but like I always say at about this exact moment on a Friday, I have no idea what they were. So I'll hopefully get reminded. I'll remember or something.
Okay. I got a question for the chat. I was talking to Dick about this the other day, and I was at my local supermarket, and there was a pickup driving out the car park, and it was a big black pickup, and there was a guy inside it who was wearing like camouflage fatigues with patches on, and he had a big thing on the side of the car to said like volunteerdrivers.co.uk or something, and it had a steering wheel as part of the logo with the Ukrainian flag colours on it. They go, oh wait, okay, it's they're volunteer drivers, and they're delivering cars to Ukraine. Very cool. I'll take note of that website address. I think I remember it. I saw it as it driving out, and I couldn't find them anywhere. So if anybody knows them or is part of NAFO groups or anything like that, because they might be part of the NAFO,
who knows, right?
Or something. I have no idea. I had no idea. The guy might be local to me, or he might have just been passing through. He might be delivering trucks. I don't know. He just stopped at our local Lidl. And But if anybody knows them, get in touch and drop us a line on the Discord, because obviously if you just Google volunteer drivers, you ain't gonna find it.
Yeah.
It's one of those situations where the name was not really well thought out.
Yeah, which sucks, right?
It's like my daughter used to love a band called The Used, right? And she likes getting second-hand merchandise from bands and things like that. So can you imagine what it's like? Type it into Google, used merchandise.
Yeah.
You want really well used merchandise. It's like, it's totally impossible. You just type in used into Google, you're not going to come across the band very quickly.
No, it's going to take forever and a day, man.
We found 500,000 results.
The only hope they have is joining YouTube Music, because there's a band called the Shills. They have 270 subscribers or something, but if you put the Shills into YouTube without doing @the Shills, they dominate the search results. Why? Because they're on YouTube Music.
Yeah,
they're not even monetized. How can they have so much higher place than us? It's bullshit.
Actually, I have seen this. I mean, I have, obviously I should know because I'm part of the Shills team, and I have come across, but you know what? I've never actually listened to them. Are they any good? Or have you even listened to them either?
No, I haven't.
No. They might be really good. Get them on as a guest. The Shills welcomes the Shills.
That would be odd. That'd be a crazy conversation to follow. I'm not sure that I could. I'd give up like 6 beers in. I'm like, I can't do this anymore. It's too confusing.
You'll be able to ask him, where did you get your crazy name from? Oh, we got it from a YouTube channel called shit.
No, unfortunately, they came first because after we picked the name, I remember searching it and finding them. And I remember we, crawled up to and equaled their sub count and went above them. And I was like, we should be top in the search results. And we were for a little bit until YouTube Music. And now we're not anymore.
Well, I was going to just say you're that kind of guy, really, isn't he? You always like someone else to come first.
Got to be a good host.
No, don't bring the rice.
Yeah. No infections, please. Oh, my phone's going crazy. I'll deal with it later. Yeah, it's one of those things. I think I got a group of vampires trying to sell me real estate or something. That's crazy.
Well, it could be the missus.
What the missus?
The ex missus.
Yeah. Gargamel. Fuck.
Hello, ex Mrs. Dick, if you're watching.
I know that.
I know you love the show.
Yeah.
She says I'm great. Yeah. I'm the best thing that's ever happened to you.
Yeah. Why do you tip table dancers well or something?
I tip the tables.
Oh yeah, bring her on live. PJ, get off the dope.
Hey, PJ, we'll bring her on live when you come on live. All right, that's a deal.
Oh yeah, Spartacus was asking, have we covered the Wells Fargo employee? We didn't. Did we?
What's that?
The dude that died at the desk and nobody noticed for 4 days? Did we?
No, we didn't cover that one.
Yeah, we had it loaded up, but it's one of those things where we load up enough articles in case some are short, and then you can never get to them all, right?
Yeah, bizarre story. Yeah, we had so much.
Dude was dead for 4 days until they figured it out. I mean, I wonder if he's related to the dude that got left behind on the mountain.
Yeah, he wasn't discovered for 4 days because the rest of his office went to a mountaineering team building exercise and left him behind.
Yeah, holy right. But yeah, imagine that.
He just died from disappointment from not being invited.
Oh, what a lazy employee are you if you're literally sleeping at your desk for 4 days and nobody notices, right? Yeah, Jack's just sleeping another one off,
Yeah, and the phones ring and say, Colin, we need that, that report tomorrow.
Yeah.
Whenever you're ready.
Yeah, Gosh, man.
He hasn't sold much in the last few days. Have you noticed?
Yeah. Numbers are down. Yeah. But it shows you what corporate life is like these days. If you're one of the lower rung people trying to make it to the top, nobody gives a rat's ass, man. You're just a cog,
We're all just cogs in the machine. Come on, let's be fair.
Yeah. Just like Gilmore saying, or was it Waters? But anyway, welcome to the machine.
Yeah. And let's face it, you are a massive cog.
I think you mispronounced that, but I'll take it.
Yeah, and I'm just a cog with a few missing teeth.
Oh, fuck. That's the top of your list. Oh, man.
Oh, there it goes again.
Yeah, I forgot to mute my watch, and it's just going psychotic right now. I feel like a member of the Justice League that woke up hungover, and I'm just like, fuck, all right, give me a minute,
Where's Felix? He's not out with her at the minute, is he?
He's with grandma, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's not like panicked panic situation going on over there.
She's texting as well, so I'm probably going to have to zone into it just for a second to make sure.
Yeah, you better check it out.
Yeah. But I'm trying to roll a joint and they're flipping out on my watch and I can't like answer so I got to pick up my phone, but
do your joint. Do your, what do you call that joint? YouTube will get us into trouble. Finish rolling
there's a very smart man once said in a movie, anything that can be done in a short time can also be done in a long time. It's a really obscure movie reference, but that's the line.
I know it, but I can't think where it is from.
Even if I give you the actor, you'll be unsure.
And also, it makes no fucking sense whatsoever. Of course, things can take a long time instead of a short time, but that's not necessarily a good thing.
Yeah, it's a psychiatry reference. Does that help?
No. Yeah, I'm a fireman. I like to rescue people, but I like to take my time over it.
It's Dan Aykroyd, Walter Matthau, and one other prominent actor, Charles Grodin, The Couch Trip. It's like, I think from 1980.
Yeah, I still haven't seen that. That you have recommended that, and I haven't.
Oh, fuck, it's good.
I haven't managed to find it yet.
Yeah, it's really funny. Okay. Tell a story or some shit. Just give me a second here because all hell's breaking loose.
Okay. So I was digging around in the shed. Well, it's a shed. I actually call it the studio workshop. It is just a fucking shed. And I was pulling some stuff off the shelves to sort that out, and I found a nest inside the workshop. And here's this little tiny little bird's nest. Oh, it's so cute. And you know what? Really pissed me off is that that's where all my fucking fiberglass matting went. It's so well weaved together. I'm actually just going to get some resin and brush it into the fiberglass and then pull it out. And I've got a little resin basket of that's been created by a bird.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Peter says, "Well, they're seagulls." PJ, get off this fucking seagulls. Get off them. You're doing us injustice. that was PJ's fault with the seagull desk. He says, "Got so many bloody stories about seagulls." I said, "No, give them all. Give them to me. I'll do the lot."
Yeah. Oh, that's funny, man. We got a super chat or direct donation shout out. It's actually one of those Ko-Fi donations. Okay, I can get this right. User Egon, I don't see it in the live chat there. It's a direct donation, $10. Keep up the good show. Beer by me. Oh, beer fund is my favorite 2 words in the world. So Egon. Yeah. Egon, are we playing on Ghostbusters there? Right? Isn't that what's his name? The director dude's?
Yeah, but Egon's not an uncommon name, is it?
I think it's the only time I've ever known it. I
know Igor. Or Igor.
Yes, master. Yes, master. Yeah, but hey, thank you. Awesome. Beer fund things are really, really good because as most people can tell, we definitely use the beer fund. I had to get a fridge for it.
50% of us use the beer fund.
Well, don't do that because, all you have to do is say, and I send it,
Oh, really? How it works?
Well, usually,
what do I want?
A hairline?
a less abusive friend?
Well, you ain't getting that one, but
not from the Shills, no.
Yeah.
What else has happened this week?
Well, there's been a few things. Oh, there's the whole fight with the Brazilian judge and Musk. Right? That's pretty funny.
Yeah, it was like law, legal. I thought.
Yeah,
so
but
what's that about then? What's going on?
well, it's gotten quite out of hand now. So there's a Brazilian judge who is just pissed off with Elon Musk because X, Twitter, is not following the new Brazilian laws as it pertains to protecting people from, misinformation and whatnot. Right. And so the judge has gone so far. Musk first threatened to pull all offices out of the UK or out of Brazil because of the whole thing. And so what the judge has now done is seized all Starlink assets in the country. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, this is going right to task. And Musk thinks he's just Mr. Rich Guy and he can just simply do as he pleases. And Brazil is standing up and saying, you dirty fuck, we have laws. You do not get to skirt them. I love it.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
Get it? Brazil. Huh?
Yes. Yeah. I was going to leave it alone because I thought, that one landed so weakly. Maybe he'll just,
that's why I thought I'd better explain it. Otherwise,
yeah.
You want quality? You have to give us super chats for the quality stuff.
But the whole thing, the whole thing with the Brazil situation, X is the one in trouble legally, and the judge has now grabbed Starlink assets. I'm not sure how law works in Brazil, but in Canada, there's no way that shit would fly.
Yeah, no, that does. I was just thinking, it doesn't sound like. That's well,
it's the kind of thing Trump would do, right?
Yeah.
Throw Zuckerberg in jail, right?
Yeah, I'm not too sure what kind of government they have in Brazil anyway. Is it like a democracy or a dictator?
Well, Brazil is known for having no correct. No, I'm kidding. Brazil. I think Brazil is up there in corruption and stuff because they had this really fast track of the economy pulling them forwards, and they didn't have quite enough hold on things at times. I think they've got an upward battle, but judging by, what we're hearing from this and other things, I think Brazil is finally wiping that shit out, at least going for it. And you got to applaud them for it, right? I mean, my thing of Brazil, no offense to anybody, but my instinct of thinking of Brazil is early Formula One coverage, where as soon as you get outside of the city, the towns do not look like our towns. They're more rough and basic and poorer. And, Brazil's done amazing to get themselves to where they are now. Hell of a lot better than the growth my country's had over that same time span.
Wow. Yeah, I don't know much about Brazil at all. Not really. No.
Great footballers.
Not man of the world.
Yeah.
The only thing I know about Brazil are the nuts and the lady trim. That's about it, really.
Yeah. The strip, the landing strip.
I really don't know much about footballers because it's not my thing.
Prick slapper.
Wait, is that a footballer?
I thought we were still on the haircut.
Prick slappers coming up and he scores.
That sounds like pornography now.
He just got it in through the gap.
Yeah, Egon, you lead the team. You're the Egon says, didn't know I was on the Ghostbuster team. Oh yeah, you're the smartest one. I would like to be a Ghostbuster because you would just sit around all day doing nothing because I don't really believe in them.
well, didn't the I can't remember the character's name, but the Ghostbuster number 4 is he came in for the interview and he says,
Token.
Yeah, Taken. I mean, it was. I just can't remember his name. He was great, but it's like I'll believe what you ever want. As long as he's got a paycheck at the end of the day.
Exactly. Yeah. You guys know the story on Ray Parker Jr.? You remember he did the song Ghostbusters?
Yeah.
He got his ass sued to the wall by what's his name that did the oh god damn it, Huey Lewis. He got himself sued to the ground by Huey Lewis.
Why?
Because now at first when I say this, the songs will hit your head and go, what? But Huey Lewis took him to task because Ghostbusters is essentially a rewrite of I Want a New Drug.
In my head. Yeah.
Right? And it sounds strange, but if you listen to like the groove of the bass line and stuff, that thing from Ghostbusters is actually the backbeat of I Want a New Drug. And the reason that happened was they approached Huey Lewis to do the song, and they loved the song he had, and he said no. And so they took his song and gave it to Ray Parker Jr. and said, we want this.
Yeah.
That's what happened, man. So Huey Lewis made a fortune off that song. Oh, yeah.
Oh, where have I heard that sort of thing happen before?
Yeah.
I've heard that in movies that happens.
Well, there's this new term. Rick Beato did this video the other day, and I had no idea this was going on. So there's this new term that they use in the music industry, and it's a word that means we have legally stolen your melody.
Oh.
Yeah, and it's unbelievable when he showed some of the examples. And he even showed on Wikipedia how they use this word to say, well, we pretty much ripped it off, but we're legally okay because we actually didn't steal it. We whatevered it. I can't remember what the word is.
That would be important if you were a lawyer.
Yeah, but it seems like lawyers have simply made this term up.
Wow. Oh,
no, it's not sample, Spartacus. It's something new from the last couple of years. Let me just here. I can get Rick Beato's channel up. I'm sure I can figure this out.
Because that would be the way to do it in law, is just make up a new word and give it a new meaning. And then go, well, we've got no precedent for that word.
Yeah. Right. Okay. So interpolation is the new buzzword in music law. And interpolation means that you're basically just stealing the chorus from a song and putting your own lyrics to it and using it in your song. And that's somehow legally fine. That's what they're saying.
A bit like Creative Commons and, and what do we call it? In YouTube.
Yeah.
What's it called? You make me forget now. What's the term used for YouTube for stealing other people's content but changing it?
Fair use.
Fair use.
Yeah.
So they're kind of like they're reusing a kind of like a fair use kind of like mentality, saying, we are stealing it, but we're making it our own.
Well, the wording explanation of the word is actually even less honest than that. It's more, we recognize that it's a take on theirs, but it's ours. No, it isn't. It's just not. What the hell, man? So, and there was, I'll drop the link after the show in our Discord if you want it, but he brought up all these new songs like Dua Lipa and all these people that I wouldn't listen to if, it was going to make me rich. And so many of their hooks and stuff are just blatantly stolen from 20 years ago. Yeah.
Well, there must be a point where, even if you just like randomly throw notes together, using a sort of a random note generator, they'd still match up. It must be getting to so close where every song has already been done.
It is close, but I don't disagree there. It's not hard to come up with a melody that's close to somebody else. But when you've got like a completely original staccato thing and the melody does an exact thing and they absolutely steal it, that's just, there's some people that even are thinking, is this when like, permission wasn't granted, so they steal anyway instead of sampling, that kind of thing, But it's ugly. I don't like it, right? That's not being creative. That's not being an artist. That's just being famous and trying to sell records. I have no respect for that.
Well, isn't that the expression that, good artists create, but great artists steal?
Yeah, Picasso even said that. Yeah.
And I was like, well, could you use that in your first line in your court appearance and say, well, there you go. Can I leave now?
Yeah.
Are we done?
Yeah. But, it's always the pop princesses and the dancing boys and stuff that seem to be doing this too, right? Which sucks because, a band like Pearl Jam or something ain't going to steal because they want to be artists, right?
Yeah. I mean, there's also a thing that can be said about, okay, steal it, rip it off, and bring out a single, make a vast amount of money, become famous, and then just pay the legal fees at the end of the day, and you still come out on top, and now you're famous.
Yeah. Well, you royalties over a stolen song, they can be pretty big, but even still, you will come out on top because everything you get is just gravy, right? You didn't do anything,
Yeah.
But there's all the studio time and promotional costs to pay off and stuff. And when you're paying royalties to somebody else for actually writing the song, there's only so much left for the performer. And then the record company and everybody strip their huge chunk off. And you've got a performer with a number one hit single who makes like $80,000.
Yeah, on that one. But now he's famous.
True, but how many one-hit wonders have gotten small pay because of that situation and never hit again?
Oh, yeah. A lot of that.
Right? There's no guarantee just because you got one in the charts that you're going to be there for 10 years, right?
No, well, there's no guarantee in music whatsoever.
Yeah.
Usually, talent wins through.
It should, but these days, not so much all the time, right?
Yeah. Well,
Taylor
Swift must be very, very talented.
Hey?
That Taylor Swift must be very, very, very talented.
You got to be talented to do a 2-hour show in a big auditorium in bathing suits.
I'd do it.
I don't get her outfits, man. They're weird.
Well, I don't think they fit you. Good job you don't get them.
I'm up my own butt here. What the hell?
You would look fucking weird in her outfits. That's all I would say.
Man, yeah.
And I probably wouldn't hang with you.
I don't think monkeys would hang with me in a tree wearing that shit.
Well, they might masturbate while watching you, but
Oh, that's rough. That's rough.
Oh, look at that gorilla.
I just became monkey by wearing her outfit.
Yeah, look at that silverback over there wearing the sexy outfit. Oh, you look gorgeous.
I won't sleep right for a month. Oh my God.
You big ape, you.
Yeah. Yeah. Her. Maybe not.
What's that? That was the lamest ape impression I've ever heard. It was like a sleepy Godzilla.
Never mind, I'm drinking. Fuck, that's what I got. Yeah. If it was up to me, the Planet of the Apes movie would have been all about alcohol. Why fight when you can get drunk?
Planet of the Grapes.
I'm not a big wine drinker. Huge hangovers. How do you people do it?
We don't drink as much as you do.
That's probably a good thing. We got a few shout outs to do. So we got Paul Gilbert in with a super chat. Some support. Slava Ukraine. Hey, thanks, Paul. Big thanks. We got Spider Fate gifting out Shills memberships. Thanks, Spider Fate. And we got Cypher in with a message as well. Do I get my participation award now? Down from on high directly to your lap, Cypher. Your award is here.
Yeah, you get certificates through the post.
And we got LWD Farm with a message as well. Love the Shills. Oh, loving the farm as well. Thank you.
Wait. Do you mean us or the other Shills?
It's probably the band. You know.
Okay.
Yeah. Strange name for a band. I mean, strange name for a channel, right? If you think about it, it makes no sense to anybody. But we just can't be bothered to come up with something different. So,
yeah. It made sense when you first started using it.
Yeah, for a little while, but not now. But what are you going to do? You know, an evening with an idiot and a moron. It just doesn't ring. You know. Oh my God! Did you hear that?
What's that?
Silence.
Is that going to be our new thing?
What the hell? There, okay. That button's programmed different. I got to hold my finger on it instead of just hit it. Like, that's interesting. Okay, well, you learn something every day.
Yeah, we'll do. What was it? Was it Cage who did the 22 minutes of silence or whatever it was, the album? Yeah, we'll do that.
Oh yeah. Yeah, what a great spend of vinyl that would be. You know?
Oh, it's really good though. Just it was all the pops and scratches that spoil it. Yeah. Get on CD is much clearer.
22 minutes where you don't have to listen to Don Henley.
Now, talking about idiotic streaming, there was a friend of mine who used to do streaming, and I told him, like, switch your camera on, and then start streaming, and then run out the room and close the door. And so he had a stream for about an hour that just had an empty chair. He's still got the same number. He's still got the same number of people watching.
There's a dude in the chat named Old Sylvan. And there was a message to me that I only just caught on to now. I can't always see them live because we're doing our thing and I'm producing the show, right? It says, oh, come on, simmer down. If you can't even take any constructive criticism or even any feedback that doesn't feed back directly into whatever you require, then something is wrong. Come on, Dick Dawson. The fuck are you talking about?
What was the criticism?
I don't fucking know. But I'll tell you this, snapperhead, if you want to actually have a chat with me, have a chat with me. If you think I'm just sitting here reading the live chat the whole time, let me give you my impression of what the show would be. Demetrio Claudio says, hey, salt of the red earth ceiling. Dave Worley waves. Shelley says, what a pack. Richard Stevens says, hey, Chrissy, or Chris Lundy. There was memberships gifted out. You see, this is not really the show anybody's showing up for. Come on. So if you want to have your voice actually heard and matter, and if you want to actually have a conversation, what you would have done is gone into Discord and caught a hold of me and said, hey, dude, blah, blah. I was just thinking maybe you'd want to do this or something. But expecting me to be watching you in the live chat and address you immediately as if Lord Thunder and Jesus, God Almighty, has come down on his throne, shut the fuck up. Are you fucking kidding me? Go tell your mother she did a shitty job.
I hope he's like a big talent scout or something.
Oh, fuck. Yeah. If he is, he's literally going to get fired in a day, so it wouldn't matter anyway, you know?
Oh, dear. Well, if anybody saw what the constructive criticism he said in the chat was, let us know. Because we'd love to hear.
Yeah, and if you want to have a battle of wits, go get some and step up. Maybe we could try.
Yeah. Battle of wits with a couple of twits.
Oh my God. Okay.
Oh,
So
bless.
yeah.
Oh, bless the haters. I got nothing wrong with constructive criticism.
Neither do I.
It usually isn't constructive criticism at all. It's not constructive at all. It's just like, I don't like you. Okay, brilliant. What do I do with that?
Yeah.
Make myself better.
I mean, look at it right now. There's like 85 people watching. That means we're a group of 85 people, and you said something and then got pissed off because you didn't get an answer right away. What the idiot? Anyway, so I said to his mother,
oh, it says, thank God Mr. Dawson didn't see the Enforcer reference. Oh, is it one of them guys? Oh, dear.
Oh, wow. That's funny. You see,
I'm gonna have to drop out the stream so I can watch it back and watch the chat.
Yeah. I would never
captured.
No, but here's the thing. If that's the case and there's a connection there, I would never purposely go into somebody else's thing and be an obnoxious twit and stuff, because I'm an adult and I moved out of my parents' basement.
You do like being an obnoxious git, though.
Well, I'm really good at it, but I don't do it the way he did. I do it properly,
Yeah, you get your own channel. Whoever this was, what was it? Craze Silverback? Did you say his name was? Yeah. He could get his own channel and spout shit about us. Oh, because that happened. That didn't happen recently, did it?
Oh, it never has either. Yeah, no. I've never had my own stick slopped in front of my own face ever.
It was that strange dude that clipped a bit. I say clipped a bit from one of the
his dirty screen with his shitty phone.
It's like I know how best to record this screen. Get my cat and rub the cat on the screen so the thing becomes furry. Throw a bag of dust on it, and then
the only thing I remember is something to do with dog breeder and oral sex. Can't remember his name. Just can't remember his name.
Anyway, let's change the subject because we're not giving any like backstory to that or any kind of credence to it. So
that's true. It never happened, and I wasn't a part of it.
Press the button. Oh, that button.
That was something completely different.
I was a multi-button, man. I was dancing.
You were mixing.
Yeah.
You're like a fucking DJ.
Oh, almost. Yeah.
We'll see you in Iron Appa.
Okay, so we're fundraising for a set of 1200s, people.
1200 what? 1200 people?
Technics 1200s, the Supreme turntable.
I wouldn't. What? Look at me. Do I look like one of those cool kids that knows about fucking mixing desks and turntables and being, like a cool DJ?
You look more like what happens when people forget to check their condoms for prick marks.
Don't be ridiculous. My parents didn't use condoms. Disgusting things.
Oh, funny. Well, that was an interesting little. Yeah. Well, I hope old Sully there goes back and reports that his dialogue didn't get enforced very well.
Maybe you should enforce it a little bit harder. Oh dear.
I only enforce myself when there's a floor mat to be stepped on.
Oh, hang on a minute. Hang on. I've just got to check something. Carry on. Ignore me. Yeah. Oh, that's it. That's the one I want. Yeah. Oh no, that's the wrong one.
Idiot.
I don't have it.
Every time I appear to somebody, I'm not worthy, and no.
No, I thought I had the endorsers background on here, but it's not.
You don't have the fireplace one that you did that whole thing with? That was so funny, man.
It's not on this. I'm not on this setup.
Oh, that's funny.
I'll just go back to the normal one. Where am I? Back to Dagobah again. Back in the swamp.
Yeah. Don't you get sick of the smell?
What of me or the swamp?
Take your pick.
Luckily, I smell so rank, I can't smell the swamp anymore. So it was all good.
And you wonder why I won't come over for dinner.
Because we got day-old rice again. Put your cock in that, see if it's still, still warm. Yeah.
It's like food poisoning in his pecker. No, I'll pass on that. If you got a burger,
when I first read that article, I could have sworn they were going to say like they pulled out like a grain of rice from the end of his penis or something. Like, just the whole story. That okay, so they ate some rice, which. Okay, I'm still not 100% sure why this is a problem yet. So they ate some rice, and then they had rigorous sex, and somehow that allowed the bacteria to get to him.
It's a warning to all: don't pull off in the services with a curry in your lap.
I mean, even with the details, that story just does.
I know. It's so wrong on so many levels. It's like, I bought some really old, really well-aged cheddar, and then I had to get, antibiotics for my penis. What? The fuck is wrong with your family, man?
Getting that Swiss cheese and fucking the little holes in it.
And the other side of this is, the people that have this happen to them, why do they insist on putting it in the media so people like us can make fun of them?
Well, I'm not too sure they do.
Well, somebody's up to it, and whoever, like if somebody did that to me, hey, ha, 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 you had.
The story was because there was a study made at this university, so the study paper then gets published. And that becomes the news item.
Right.
So you kind of get dragged into it. I don't think they mentioned his name, so that's one good thing. So you're clear. Nobody knows it was you.
If you go to the hospital for a very embarrassing thing, the first question you should ask is, will this be part of a study? Right? No.
No. Stop taking notes. But it's like the other stories you come across.
They're not students. We're just building a wall. They're helping.
The other stories that come across are like, stories about like people who get arrested and unfortunately that just hits, hits the news. And you got no option there of hiding.
Yeah.
But you also get the stories that I'm tending to try to avoid. There was one recently about some woman. Did I bring it up? I think I just talked to you about it privately. But there was some woman.
You just did a Terry Jones. Did I?
This woman was complaining about that she went to some hotel and the hotel manager was like trying to ask her out, for drinkies and coffee and stuff like that. But she set her camera up in her room or her iPad or something and filmed him coming in to her room, and he was like sniffing her panties and
dude,
and sticking them in his back pocket and taking them. Now the thing was, when you looked at the article, it was like,
he's the guy that got caught sniffing the bicycle seats back in public school, right? You know.
Well, there's another story about sniffing, but we'll come back to that in a minute. But the point is like the photographs of the woman were like her in a tight dress, oh, look at me. And then you scroll down, there was another one of her on a sun lounger in a bikini. She was a bit, plumpish, so we'd say, but or should we say full figured is probably the better. Yeah, that's a better description. And so you looked at the article and you think, actually, you don't care about it. This story is all about me.
Yeah.
And as soon as you get those kind of like stories that are just basically, I want to be in the newspapers, and I'm going to tell this. And luckily for her, she did have a story, but at the same time, you think, no, you're just fucking playing this up. You're just hoping that Hollywood will look at the picture and go, she's our next biggest hot star in the acting. No, doesn't matter. And you see a lot of that as stories just about all about me, or they're like stories because it's from an influencer. Or
that's what I was going to go to. Yes. You get these news stories, and they look like news stories, but I guarantee they're paid by the influencer. It's goddamn advertising, right?
Yeah, or my OnlyFans.
Yeah,
And
they're always from ones that have a couple 100,000 followers, as if that's like huge. It's not.
Yeah, we can't complain, but But unless the story is absolutely completely wild and bonkers, I look at them thinking, I'm not giving you any more publicity. You've had your day in the sun.
Yeah, I don't care if salamanders are playing with your hoo-ha or whatever. I'm not playing.
I might do that.
It's not a source of moisture. But I don't like those ones. We got to make sure we try and make sure we're not doing those ones too.
No.
Fuck them.
No, we don't. Apart from the one that we did on the gold desk, where you hire a 14-year-old boy to be the champion of gold because he can make goal noises.
Yeah, that was,
Yeah. What is he, like the next Greta Thunberg for girls?
I wasn't sure that was ever going to end. It's just
the poster boy of seagulls around the world.
Here, I can do it. There's people cheering. There's enough people that you can hear it. What the hell's going on?
Yeah, well, that's at the competition. It was actually really funny trying to find a clip of them to do that, because a lot of the news channels, while he's doing it, his impressions and stuff like that, they're talking over the top of him.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up, man! This is your main story. You're talking. It's like having like having a movie star.
The guy goes, "Oh, Linda, isn't he good?" Like morning host assholes, right? Yeah.
Well, it'd be like having a movie star on a screen, but then having your news presenter stand in front of them.
Yeah.
The microphone. Shut up out there. Shut up.
Only camera on me. I'm asking the questions.
So strange. But yeah, I had to spend a few minutes to try to find that clip.
Yeah. Well, here, let's give him a little bit more publicity.
Oh. Yes. What's his bloody name again?
I don't know.
Oh,
strange kid that needs a better hobby.
Cooper Wallace.
Oh, okay.
And if you're watching, Cooper Wallace, well done.
Yeah.
Thank you for being Seagull boy.
You've got
That's what this country needs.
He's got really good pitch. So stop imitating birds and just, for the love of God, pick up an instrument. You'll do well. All right.
Oh, no. Well, we might sample him and we'll make a song. We'll make a number one song and they'll try to sue us. And
speaking of which, I think he's already fighting a lawsuit against the band, The Flock of Seagulls. So,
yeah. If I only had a photograph of you.
We only know one song by them over here.
That's probably it. The one I just did.
Iran.
Oh.
That's the only one we know over here.
I don't think I know that one.
Wow, really? Yeah. Wish I didn't.
Or swap.
I'm not sure that's going to make it any better. No. There's this funny little video where the guy's got the little guitar or the keyboard that you try to hold like a guitar, and he's doing this little back and forth and it's wrong.
I always thought those.
It's
so cool.
Yeah, no. Their video is the one where the lead singer has a little keyboard in front of him as if he's the one that's actually playing the melody. And you can totally tell by the way he uses his hand that he basically has no idea how to play the thing. I think that's the video it is, actually. It's hard to remember this stuff because it sucks. You know?
PJ's asking in the chat, was it Iran or Iran, as in the country?
The lyrics are pretty much nonsensical, so I think it could go either way. It's literally one of those songs that just goes blah 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 blah, yeah, because they want to get to that part and they don't really give a shit about the other. So he goes blah 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 blah, blah yeah. It sucks.
Oh, that was so good. Write it down.
Yeah.
We'll cover it.
I just did part 2 to their song. Yeah. Yeah, it was terrible. What do we got?
I'm sure their fans think so.
Well, I don't think they have fans anymore. They just have people that have a little nostalgia for them now and then. But tell me right now, anybody out there who would go and put their record on right now and sit on the couch and pick up a book, it's not going to happen. No. Dear Lord. It'd be terrible. There was the other one I didn't get to tonight. I didn't put it on my list because I had too many as it was. I'm trying to figure out how I can find it here. Hold on. Yeah. I know what to do. Hold on. Yeah. Here it is. Hold on. Let me bring this up. See if I can get the picture loaded for you. This is fucking crazy. This is a house of cards. Like that's, playing cards. And he built that in 8 hours.
Why was he taking so long?
Well, look at that shit, man. Holy God. I could barely make a square. Or I guess it'd be a rectangle, but you know what I mean?
He is an architect, if I remember rightly.
Yeah.
Like, do you think he sat down and did plans and got planning permission and stuff like that before he built it?
He should have, right? Because let's face it, that's the law. But it's amazing, right? It's unbelievable. Here, let me zoom this in a bit more. Stop jerking around.
It's called the penis with 2 very, very small testicles.
I thought it was a monument to the shard. But look at it, man. It looks like it's all hollow inside and like that's crazy skill, 8 hours. It would take me months to plan it.
Yeah, it's probably fully plumbed and got electricity running through and little tiny little people inside.
Yeah,
in the offices. I tell you what, he's probably put it up for rent.
125 a week. You know?
Yeah. In each section, each room,
each floor. Right? Each floor, 125 a week. I wonder if he's related to Trump.
He doesn't look like a git.
I kind of looks like Zuckerberg.
He's an architect, so he's had a proper job.
Oh,
not like Trump.
You know what? I bet he has slim glasses and he drives a Saab. Architects drive Saabs. What did they do when Saab went out of business? Where did architects start driving? Audis, maybe? BMWs? They're for kids, though, really. You know,
vintage Saabs.
Yeah. There's probably a whole whack of garages out there overcharging to keep Saab 90 turbos or 900 turbos, whatever it was, on the road for architects, right?
Yeah.
It's funny.
It's right for people who wear sandals.
Yeah, with socks.
With socks.
Yeah. It's weird.
You're being very cruel. I mean, we don't know anything about it. He looks all right. He looks like a pretty nice dude.
Does he? All right.
Yeah.
Okay, well, Dunk says you're cool, dude. So I think his skills are amazing, but he's just got that shit-eating grin of somebody who's trying to impress their mother holding the camera going on, you know? Hey, you got to have an opinion, right?
No, you don't.
Yeah, I kind of think you do.
They're just like arseholes.
So a couple of shout outs here. LWD Farms gifted out 5 Shills memberships. Remember, if you're the last one to get a gifted Shills membership, you get the bar tab for the evening. So if you find yourself to be the last gifted Shills member, submit your address and I'll get the receipts out to you right away. Thanks, LWD. Awesome. And then Chifer, I never know if I'm supposed to do a hard H or just let it run, you know. It was a $25 super chat, no less. Here's some money to try it yourselves, Dick and Dunk. Build your house of cards. Oh, okay. Now, here's the thing. Can we use like super glue?
Lego.
Right? Lego. Yeah. Is there anything in the rules against welding?
I used to build like house of cards when I was like, you know, a kid, a long time ago.
I never have.
Yeah.
I can't even.
Nothing like that, though. Nothing like that. That's quite remarkable.
Yeah, I'm wondering where he hides the extra 2 arms it would take to actually make this. Like, you know, he must be like Dr. Octopus, that guy that pissed off Spider-Man.
Yeah. He's probably got someone standing behind it just holding it up.
Yeah.
Just glued to it.
Yeah. His children are all hunched in there, actually holding it up.
Yeah. The next, if it was a video, you'd see them all like trundle off the walk up in a minute.
Yeah.
Like a little Starlink.
I say children, but it's the, workers he adopted, right? No, I'm just kidding. I don't know, man. That's crazy. He's awesome.
So Liz Mailer was asking in the chat, how do you think SpaceX is going to destroy the ISS? Probably the same way as Musk destroyed Twitter.
Oh,
what was that?
So with that was here. I'll show you. This is one of the 3 cool things that Heather Wiley sent up for Felix, my son, from Mexico. I asked Felix and I kind of said, come on, let me put one on the show so everybody can see it.
It's a cat
Yeah, he let me keep the cat, but I'll run up after when I have to take a potty break, and I'll get the skull because holy shit, is this awesome! It went right on his little he's got like a 7-level shelf thing in his room, and that's where his prized possession goes, like his DeLorean, his Blues Brothers car, his stuff like that. Yeah, his Irish bus that goes to the airport. Don't get me started. That was but yeah, it went right. I'll grab it and show you guys. It's amazing. It's freaking awesome. It looks so cool. My son is a massive fan of all things Mexico. Yeah, to him Spanish is the one true language, and we're all just wasting our time.
So he's a big fan of the Alamo then.
I don't play politics.
Remember the Alamo.
Yeah. I know the phrase, but to be honest, I don't really know a lot about the Alamo itself,
Oh, you got to watch Pee Wee Herman's Big Adventure, because it's a historical documentary that goes into the history of the Alamo.
I'm not sure that's going to be how it works, but yeah, but you can see the flag, Canadian, right? I don't know my American history that well.
You don't know your Canadian history that well?
No, I do.
Go on, name one.
We had a dude who was the first prime minister of the country, and then we had some other dudes, and then we had this chick, and then we had some more dudes, and here I am doing a podcast. I got this nailed.
Yeah, brilliant. You should do a history channel.
Oh, yeah. And after that, I'll do van life.
The History of Canada by Dick Dawson. Well, first of all, we built some mountains and we put some snow on it and stuff like that. And then we let the Inuits move in and
Yeah. We went up and we found these dudes in the snow and we were like, hey, our rules. And they were like, no. And we're like, okay, cool.
And then the French came and all hell break loose.
Oh, and then menus were for never the same. And, poutine was entered into the official lingo of the country. That was a weird moment.
Yeah, don't you have like poutine like springs in Canada where it's just like naturally forms?
Yeah, and we actually grow we grow French fries on trees, right? We have rivers of gravy, and the cheese curds, they just magically appear with the storks, and we put it all together. Cheese curds are not normal. Only the storks can make them. It's true. Look it up. Weird shit. They seem to be really good with dairy products. I don't know. I was wondering about this, though. Is that maybe just a sense of wishful thinking? Like he wished his rocket was, that impressive?
It's big. Is that Elon Musk?
I once wore a condom this big.
This is the internal cavity of my ex-wife's vagina.
Oh dear God! You said that, not me. I just want to point that out.
Hello.
Sent to somebody. I did not do that. Yeah. Oh. So, what else do you think? We got what? We're about to come into September. Kids are going back to school. All the parents are cheering and going crazy because they get some more free time back or whatever.
Why do these people have children? it's like yeah, I'm going to have children, and then I can't wait to go to fucking school. And if we're really posh, we send them to boarding schools. We never have to see them. It's like, why did he have children in the first place? Sick of the sight of them.
Yeah. Especially when you consider like boarding school and stuff. Okay, off you go. What?
Yeah. Go and get buggered by the bigger boys.
Yeah. Exactly, right? Strange.
It will make a man out of you. Yeah, right. Yeah. Never understood that.
Yeah. Not as common over here, but still, boarding school as it's presented in movies when I was growing up, like late 70s, early 80s, was always that thing you got sent to if you were a screw up.
Yeah.
And the parents were just like, you know what? Fuck this, So
yeah, it was always a bit posh over here, but then you had like things like what was the girls' school? I can't remember the name of it now, but it was like this girls' school.
Academy.
Well, it was a bunch of crazy girls, but it's basically a cartoon strip. But a bunch of crazy girls at a boarding school. But the funny thing is about boarding schools is like when Harry Potter came out, boarding schools became very, very popular for kids, and it was like they all wanted to go to boarding school, because they've seen like Harry Potter and things like that, and think it's really, really cool.
So they think they're just going to be flying around on brooms, right?
Yeah, I know. But the funny thing was, there was a visual effects editor I know. Yeah, Saint Trinian's Paul says, thank you very much. There's a visual effects editor that really hated Harry Potter and what it stood for. And he was always like talking about, slipping in a DVD of If into, the DVDs of box sets of Harry Potter. Because If was a story about boarding school. And it's really, really, really dark. It's got Malcolm McDowell playing the lead role in it. And, he gets beaten and, there's lots of debauchery and buggery and bullying and all the horrible
clockwork.
Yeah, all the horrible stuff about boarding school. And in the end, towards the end of the film, they find underneath the school theatre stage, there's an old armory. Because they, being a boarding school, they learned how to be soldiers there as well. And if they found an old armory, so they've got a Bren gun and all this like machine guns and rifles.
Sounds like taps now. Yeah.
Well, yeah. This is basically what happens. Is they just basically go out to the roof and just gun everyone down towards the end of the film. It's like, God, this is fucking dark.
What's this called again?
If. Yeah.
Okay, I got to check this out.
It's an incredible film. It's not an easy watch. I got to say that. Yeah, but
sometimes you need to watch those movies now and then in life, right? You can't just, fill your palate with the easily consumable. You got to stretch your limits, right?
Well, there is a very, very strange scene in it where Malcolm McDowell meets this like girl in a coffee shop, and she just basically like goes off with him on a motorcycle. But there's this strange scene where they're just like doing animals at each other, like tigers and lions and just like miming. It's like, what the fuck were these people smoking back then?
That's weird. Okay, yeah.
But yeah, no, it's a classic movie.
I'm not quite so convinced now, but okay.
Yeah. I'm not recommending it to you. I'm just saying it's one of those. It's a classic movie for probably the wrong reasons.
Oh man. Don't be recommending those like early 70s softcore porn movies to people. Don't do that.
It's not quite that, but I'm very, very careful about recommending movies to you these days because you're a very selective person.
I'm not, but there's this.
Well, you get turned off from stuff very easily, and
But I also have been aware of this for about, I don't know, 15 years of life. And there's times when I watch like a new TV show and I'm like, I think I would like this, but I'm in the wrong mood for it right now. And I just put it away for a while and come back to it different, and there's been movies I've specifically done this with as well. But you get to a point where you've put it aside so many times that every time you see it in the list, you go, no. And you see what I mean? Yeah. So now it's fall apart, right? I gotta, but I filled the Dick Flicks, the Plex server with a bunch of stuff I want to get to coming up.
I think one of the big problems is when you actually sit down and actually have an opportunity to watch. And if it's few and far between, you're not willing to leap into something you're not sure what you're going to like it. You much rather just go with something and be comfortable with. If you've got so much spare time in your hand, and you can just watch 3 or 4 movies
time on my hands. Yeah.
You'll watch anything and everything.
Yeah. I don't get that much, right?
Yeah. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. This is why I'm saying that you'll normally fall back on something because you want to sit back and relax now, and you just want to watch something. It even gets like comfort food,
but it even gets past that because I'll be looking through and I'll be like, oh. That's not a, Dolby theater or whatever encoding for the audio. It was a worse one. They haven't got a good one out yet. Oh, so I'll put it off again. Like I get picky, but I want my system to be used to its best, right?
You're not going to like anything that's pre-70s because none of that's going to have that kind of audio.
A lot of older stuff has been updated with like a DTS encoded soundtrack. It's still basically a 2-channel, maybe even a mono expanded, but it's been encoded to use your system properly still, right? Yeah, I accept that. That's okay because what are you going to do, right? Like if you go back to the early Beatles recording and the entire drum set is just panned over here in the speaker instead of being all spread out and nice. Like there's no way you can fix that. It just is what it is, right?
Yeah, especially when a lot of these films, their audio recording is just basically on the 2 visual strips. On the side of the film. That's where it's all coming from. That's what you got.
Now, okay, we've got a shout out from none other than NA. But I'm a little conflicted on the message. So he says Grease was a hard watch for me. John Travolta singing and dancing to this day gives me nightmares. So you see, I'm not really sure where he lands on this. You see what I'm saying?
He's saying the Olivia Newton-John bits gives them the hard problem.
Yeah, right. Well, then again, maybe he's really in for Grease and his lightning. I mean, just thanks, NA.
I mean, I must admit, I can't stand that film. I can't stand it.
Grease is one of those movies that a man pretends to enjoy because he thinks he's about to get laid.
Yeah, it's all about a nice, innocent young girl becoming a dirty tart.
And the extent that the dude will go to try to get her, right? It's odd.
There's a lot of film. There's a lot of films like that in Hollywood where my wife sees these things coming and she fucking hates them as well. But it's like the Pretty in Pink, where you have like the ordinary girl, but then she's revealed as an absolute stunning beauty at the end. And all that kind of stuff. It's like, oh come on, it's so fucking cringe. There was even a bit in the Breakfast Club, which was such a cool film. But you got the goth girl and the pretty
Ali
girl
Sheedy.
does that. does her hair up and does her makeup, and she comes out all like prettified, and everyone goes,
Yeah.
wow, you're so beautiful now. So, fuck off.
Yeah. And every one of you get fuck all because you're a dick and you're an ass. You know what I mean?
You're a dick and you're an asshole, and you know what dicks do? They fuck assholes as well.
Here, let's talk about a moment in early 80s film that is something you would never film now. You remember the movie Revenge of the Nerds?
Yeah.
Dude has the mask on and convinces the pretty blonde girl that he's the boyfriend, and he, fucks her in the haunted house or whatever. And he finally takes the mask off after they're done. And she's like, but you're that nerd. And he's like, yeah, they only care about sports. Us nerds, all we think about is sex. And she's like, oh, and she's instantly just in love with him because she gave him some good cock. He fucking that's what the fuck? You know?
Yeah. That was a very strange movie in a lot of ways.
Yeah, and she was totally willing to film the scene. So to her, there was not that big a deal of this being in the movie. Like, it was the mentality of the time. It was unbelievable, but that's what happens, man.
There was a lot, and that's obviously Revenge of the Nerds is one of the ones that's you should say notable and is remembered.
Yeah.
There was a plethora of other. Dude, yeah. That was just full of filth, nastiness, and cringeworthy filmmaking.
A few people pointing out in the chat, Porky's. Exactly.
Again, Porky's is another one that's like renowned. It's you say Porky's and everybody knows about it.
Yeah, I remember as a teenager, Porky's. I think I was 12. But I remember the fact that we got to watch it at one of our little, public school parties with our friends and got away with it, and the parents didn't notice was awesome. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Utter filth.
Dude puts his prick in the hot dog bun, comes out with the tray. That's fucking funny, man.
Oh, no, that wasn't Porky's. That was Bachelor Party.
Oh, was it? Oh, I get those mixed up a lot because those two movies are very similar in the immaturity level, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, with Tom Hanks, the everyman actor who played, who's been in all the great movies.
He's in the movie where the donkey gets high on pills and cocaine, man.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, Bachelor Party was a guilty pleasure of mine, actually. I loved it as a kid. It literally portrayed what I just wanted life to be.
Well, actually, that Tom Hanks era of movies, when he was just basically the comedy guy, I loved those movies, like Joe versus the Volcano. There was loads of it.
There was a really good movie where him and Sally Field are stand-up comedians.
Stand-up comedian ones, yeah. Stand-up.
Is that what it's called?
No idea. It might have been called
but
that.
It's really good.
I think I called it stand-up, but it's not called stand-up. But it's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, it's a really good film. That's one of the early Tom Hanks movies that I look back on and go, yeah, that was good. Yeah,
and John Goodman is her husband. And he's just not into her doing the stand-up.
But it's an odd role for him, right? It takes you by surprise, right?
Yeah, but that was like one of his. I think for him and Hanks, that was like the first time there was like skipping past their punchline.
Yeah, punchline. That's it. Yeah, good call, Chris Lundy. Good job.
It was one of the first times that Tom Hanks and John Goodman were stepping across their comedy into serious acting.
Yeah, because John's an asshole.
Which is kind of funny because it's about comedy.
Yeah. Right, and Hanks plays the ego guy who puts it as like, I don't want to give it away if you don't know the movie, but it's one of those movies where there's no effects to make it look old and stuff. It's just people and a good story, and it still holds up. It's good.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's just brilliant. I love that movie. I haven't seen it in ages.
I'm getting it as soon as we're done the show. I'm putting it on Dickflix. I am. Yeah. If you think you know me well enough, you can ask, and maybe you can be a part of our private server. But it's pretty much reserved for team members. But there's a few slots. You never know. And it's kind of like having a private Netflix, where if Netflix doesn't have the content you want to watch, all you have to do is ask and it'll be there right away.
Maybe we could do a monthly competition and give out a membership for a month on
That's
Netflix.
A great idea.
Yeah. In it.
Yeah. Now, what would be
I'm not that stupid, am I?
I don't want to base it on money and contribution, because that's not fair to everybody, right? Because I'm as broke as fucking somebody can be. So what would we base it on? Maybe
kisses and hugs.
No, you know what? We could use this as a way to help the research team. You can contribute by putting funny news stories into, we'll make a Discord room, and then PJ and the team can look through your submissions, and whoever gets the most submissions live on air each month gets a free month of the private Dickflix. How about that?
Not a bad idea.
Right?
Well, it's better than one than we had like a minute ago.
Which was fuck all with a side of chicken, baby.
I tell you what we'll have is a competition for people to suggest a competition for the competition. And the person who comes up with the best competition for the competition gets a free month, and then we run the competition.
And those who have done the sacking have been sacked. But yeah, dear. I would like that kind of idea. And PJ, he runs the research team. He put in the live chat, that's a good idea. So there you go. That's what we're going to do.
I'm surprised you didn't say, oh, for fuck's sake, more work.
Yeah. No, but what we'll do is we'll also run this same competition in a couple other areas, because if you're not like somebody who's a news person, well, that doesn't help you, right? So we'll come up with a couple other ways to do it as well.
Oh, by the way, I'm going to help PJ out a little bit here. Now, because we did the gold desk today with like 5 stories about seagulls.
I'm not hitting the button again.
No, I don't want you to. But that doesn't mean that we want you to submit another 500 stories about seagulls.
Oh, God, please don't do that. Don't do that.
If we do a funny story about seagulls, I can guarantee you we will not touch seagulls in many ways for another month.
Yeah, I won't touch them at all. I'm getting that out right now on record.
You see the sort of thing where you go, oh, you did a story about someone being attacked by an alligator. I found another story about a man who got attacked by an alligator. No, we can't just like do repeats or just slight variations of the same story we did
tonight
before.
On the 42 show. Alligators attack, and that's all. Yeah.
I think one of the few things we do have in common on my side of things are penises. And if a penis is involved in a funny story, we'll run with
it. You be careful whose penis you run with when you think it's funny, because I'm not sure that's always going to work out for you.
Well, penises are always funny. Just look at them. They were just made to be funny. Look at them.
There's going to be 35 submissions a day about the mushroom tip. I'm not sure that's really where you wanted to go.
No. Otherwise, we might attract the wrong attention. All these guys love penis.
That'd be like attracting mosquitoes. You're getting bitten. But yeah,
penises do that.
Are you addicted to that word tonight? It just has to come out of your mouth.
Okay, I'll say.
Sorry, I have an issue with slip here right now.
Better out than in.
I'm having a hard time keeping my eye on the prize here.
Hey, I'll say cock if you want.
Cock-a-doodle-doo. There's a Def Leppard song, Pyromania from Rock of Ages from the album Pyromania. And there's a lyric in the song. I think when that album came out, I was like 14 years old. Maybe, I'd have to look. But there's a lyric in the song, no serenade, no fire brigade, just a pyromania, right? And I remember when I was a kid, I was like, fire brigade? The fuck is he talking about? That's an odd lyric. And then years later, I realized that's what you call your firefighters, right? I had no idea, man. That lyric was totally lost on me.
Okay.
Well, the brigade thing. That's from passing buckets, right? Like, why didn't you grow out of that?
I think we call them the fire service these days. I don't think we call them the fire brigade. Oh. No, I think we still call them the fire brigade.
But there's that song from the UK. Get the fire brigade. Get the fire brigade. Some band we don't give a shit about over here. But who is that?
Oh, but it's an old band.
Oh, it is. Yeah, early 80s.
Yeah, you go. Yeah, they called them the fire brigade back then. It's like we used to have the police force, but they don't like to be called the police force anymore because force doesn't sound right. Yeah,
they're the police cuddlies.
Yeah, exactly. It sounds too oppressive. Never mind the fact that you got police in the title. You're already like next to the Gestapo.
Yeah. So. The police, let me comfort you through this.
Oh dear.
We have a thing. For a little while, there was that whole movement, defund the police and stuff. That's stupid. You just simply need police. But I understand the motive behind it. And the message was wrong, but the meaning was correct, I do believe. And the problem is you end up in the police forces with these high school football jock guys that think they're just in charge because they're tough, and they're not going to get a scholarship. They have no real scholastic skills to get them into any sort of community college, let alone something else. So what they do is they go to police school because they know they're going to get a badge and a gun and they can still be tough guys.
Oh,
hold on. I'm not done there. They are the absolute worst people we can hire to be police officers because anyone can be taught how to defend themselves properly. There's all kinds of fighting techniques, martial arts and stuff, and you can take a small person and make them lethal in no time. But a person who doesn't want to be tough and actually just wants to be an officer and help and protect and whatnot is the right person to teach how to defend yourself. And then instead of this bully attitude, what you get is somebody who's just simply confident because they look at the person and go, I know you can't hurt me right now, so I can simply talk you down instead. And that's the real problem with modern policing is they've been hiring the wrong people for 20 fucking years, maybe 30, whatever, right?
It is fascinating that because obviously, on YouTube, you just end up like, seeing videos of, different kinds of police officers and the range of style of policing is incredible. Some are just like absolutely fantastic. Some are absolute bastards and should be nowhere near.
Exactly.
Because it's like, as I was saying, because back in when I was a kid, one of the kids I know became a police officer, and I know he was like severely bullied at school.
Yeah.
Not surprising because he was a bit of a twat. He was a hell of a twat, actually. But he. Sorry, Jonathan Munton, if you are watching. But no, he became a police officer, and you kind of like feel like he just did it. So now
to retaliate, right?
Now he has a badge, and he can. It's not like a fucking Equalizer or
and that's the kind of person that collects like earlobes in their basement, like.
Yeah.
Don't give these people a badge and a gun. What you give them is psychiatric help, right? Because there's no need of bullying and being tough to be better, right? What you should do is educate yourself, and you'll show people by actually, succeeding.
See, Shelley Winters in the chat says, she says, I hated the police in the UK. The thing is, I've had some, very, very bad experiences with police officers. Just absolute, intolerant little gits, little fucking Nazis. But also some absolutely brilliant, experiences with the police. It's just a shame that it's.
Well,
you don't even get that kind of like diversity, like in a fucking McDonald's,
Yeah.
You get to McDonald's, they serve you.
You hinted on it there, but it's not like it's completely systemic through the ranks. It's just that for a whole whack of years there, at least a good few, the media caught on to any foul play by police officers and pushed it up to the top because it was selling clicks and papers and stuff, right?
As do YouTubers as well, where they can roll up a police officer. What they call it? Auditing, police auditing.
When we're sorting our news articles for the 42 show and whatnot, we have the opportunity to be absolute pricks and, have an agenda and, push what we want and blah, blah, blah. But we don't do that at all. We just try to show a balanced view of how fucked up humanity is, both in how they screw us over in monetized ways, how people get screwed over because of stupid crap. And you know what I mean? We just present that side of life, right?
It's a very good point, actually, because I've never really thought about it. But no, we don't force an agenda.
Never.
Whereas, other channels, so shall we say, just say, for instance, police auditing the channels, they definitely go out to try to push the limits and piss the law off. So they can point the finger at them and go, "Oh, look at them! They are being bastards." No, you pushed them over the edge. The same Karen videos, things like that. He says, but we.
You know what? You can wrap us up. Hold on. You can wrap us up.
Me, you get.
Yeah, I am, but I've got it. I just came up with the metaphor. You can wrap us up in one simple phrase. We exist to give you something cool to talk about in the pub.
Well, they're not in the pub, are they? Too late now.
After the fact, more. Jesus.
If they're in the pub, they're not watching the bloody show.
But you know what I mean? Yeah,
Unless they are streaming it live to the pub's televisions.
You should do that. Yeah, if you have a pub, you should show our shows live in your pub every time we do them. Please do that.
Yes. Yeah. We will do the 42-minute show, and then you switch the television off and you go, and now discuss.
We'll put you in our list of copyright-free channels so you don't have to worry about it, and just show your Patreon or patrons. I hate that difference. What's up?
Some goods.
Howdy ho. Howdy ho.
Yeah. Just show it to your drunks and they'll be happy.
Yeah. Yeah.
They'll be going, what the fuck is this? This isn't football. Get it off.
Suggest to them that participating in the beer fund is something that is good for your capacity to have good luck in the future. I didn't buy that either. Shit.
No, I didn't. Yeah, that was the worst. Okay. That was the worst.
I tried, but sometimes your shoelaces are untied and you trip.
Yeah. You opened your mouth and all this shit came out.
Well, I trumped. Damn it. What do you call it when you shat from your mouth? Trumped.
Shatner.
What do we got? Okay, we're coming up on an hour 40, so we got 10, 15 minutes or something.
To when? To what? What's going to happen? Are we going to die?
We have 15 minutes to actually make a point.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I know. We've had an hour and 40 minutes to try, and we have failed miserably. So I'm not thinking we're on the upside of this equation.
I didn't realize when I came here that was going to be a fucking test.
It turns out it is. CF gave me a little memo briefing, and she was like, look, if I don't see at least one coherent point in the show. Yeah. Oh, speaking of Annette, we should shout out the fundraiser. You go over to our YouTube, or wait a minute, our website. That's what it's called. Yeah. Don't tell them about the website because I'm obviously incapable.
There's a website called www.theshills.org. It's www.theshills.org, and there's a fundraiser page there, and you click on the fundraiser page and it takes you to like little fundraisers. Actually, I need to update the fundraiser for the NAFO thing because that's finished now. And there's a fundraiser there for CF and it to get the hell out. And
if you want to auction your panties on the internet, it still counts. Donate the money.
I give them away for free.
You have so much to learn.
I didn't know you could charge for them, and there's other stuff on there. We have our schedule, but you're here watching the show now, so you know what our schedule is. It's been burned into you, so you know. And there's all sorts of interesting and not so interesting stuff on the website. Hey, it's a website. Yeah,
that's true. 95% of his bullshit, but at least there's no fucking ads.
It's just like stuff that just has to be there, just cause.
There's a pop-up that says you agree to cookies, except there is really no cookies except for the last place you were on the website, right? But legally, we have to have that thing. But if I catch our web hosting provider scurfing people's info, we'll kick them to the curb as fast as we can to get another one. We have no interest in your shit at all, except for your participation on the channel. That we have a lot of interest in. Thank you for
it. Well, to be honest with you, I don't even know how to fucking look for it. I don't even know what happens inside.
I have a login, but it's a mess of bullshit, and I hate it all. Yeah,
it doesn't go in there.
No. What? How many people in the chat right now are Pacific time, or what's the one beside Pacific? Is it Mountain? Because that makes sense. Because the Rockies, the other side. How many of you guys are like more to the west coast of America, or how many of you guys are from more like Europe and just up way too late? 6.
Yeah, just tell us where you are. UK, Pacific, Atlantic.
That's an easier way to do that.
Australia. Well,
No, it doesn't exist on a flat Earth.
Yeah,
No.
you're on the completely wrong side. No, Chris Lundy's getting Pacific Northwest. I don't care about the north or the west bit.
Noodle C in the chat. Pacific time is best time. Noodle is like 3 hours below me or 3.5 hours below me, like literally directly. It's hilarious. It's funny. I can predict his weather because I have those outdoor sensors.
Oh no, people start to get specific now. You got Boston, Ontario. Means Virginia East. He's not got to go and find out where these places are.
I know where most of them is. Ontario, that's East Coast, right? Before the Maritimes for the last one.
Why did they move it before then?
Central. I mean, it's central. It's just somewhere in the middle. I mean, that's not very hard, right?
Yeah, but how American is that to say? Oh, it's central because
we have central as a time zone here.
Yeah, but central could be the middle of England, or it could
no, central is before east. I think it goes Pacific, Mountain, Central, which is like the prairies, and then east, and then you have like the Maritimes sticking out at the end. But I think that's just in Canada because Newfoundland has to have their half an hour for some reason. It's really strange.
Extra lie in.
Yeah. I think that's how it goes, right?
Hey, Paul Gilbert is on dunk time right now.
Yeah. I'll be shocked if mountain time is in the prairies. So it's got to be Pacific Mountain, Central, Eastern, right? It's got to be, I'm not looking it up because, that's boring.
Yeah, we should change it to like colors. Yeah, it'd be a lot easier. Yeah, I'm in the red zone. I'm in the green zone. I'm in the blue zone.
We could do it with musical styles, right? So in North America, instead of Pacific, we'd have hippies, and then for mountain, we'd have beatniks, and then for Central, we'd have the country music stuff. And then East Coast, we would have Bruce Springsteen and everything after.
I thought we were going to say music. You should have C, D, E, F, G on sharps, G sharp, and F sharp, and a demolished, and then oh no, we're getting all confused. What kind of timing is that? Oh, I don't know. Is that 4/4? No, it's 3/4. It's 4. I've got no idea what's going on anymore. So we're back to actually not understanding.
And that's when Canada stepped in with the band Rush, right? How do you count this riff? Yeah.
Maybe we just go like Star Date. Nobody understands that.
Yeah. It's an interesting thing, especially the point. Is that the hour? Is that, what's the point, right?
Well, Star Trek, that's a big question.
Yeah. Stardate 28736.8. What the?
Oh no, what? No. I mean, just what's the point of Star Trek?
Oh, that's another one too. Well, it's the point of Star Trek used to be so William Shatner could figure out a way to take off his shirt, right?
And how Gene Roddenberry can get some girl with big tits on to the show, so he can.
But then it became, how do we keep Patrick Stewart from taking off his shirt?
Just asking him was enough.
And why didn't anybody ask Jonathan Frakes, the guy that plays Will Riker, to actually use a chair properly? What the fuck was that guy's problem?
The Riker maneuver. Yeah.
Right? What was that about, man?
Brilliant.
Yeah, In Time there is flipping out right now. Yeah. That's funny. But this is one of those moments where we can piss Nick Suter off because he didn't click the link, he didn't join the show, and as such, his voice means not.
Yeah. Yeah, we can just poke him with a large stick across the internet.
Well,
You come in here with your red pen of nothing.
yeah, everybody give Teddy Bear a back scratcher poke, right? Go on. Oh, it's on, he says. It's the standard link, dude. I'll put you in Hexagon 3. Jump in if you got a second.
No. We got to do this on his channel.
Oh no.
What is the point of Star Trek?
Oh man. Yeah.
Wars versus Trek. Get the gloves off.
Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, yeah. 7 reasons.
At this point in life, I don't fucking care anymore.
7 reasons why Geordie LaForge was better on Reading Rainbow.
Well, at least his eyesight was better.
Yeah, because he didn't have to look through that stupid slotted thing.
The hairband.
Oh no. Okay, so I have a shout out to do. It's from none other than NANA for $6.66. But this is one of those moments where we get to show you that everybody has an opinion, but not everybody's opinion is correct. So NANA says, sorry, Dick, Rush sucks. And I'm sorry, but how do we is that a happy opinion or a Yeah, I don't think the judges are on with you there, NANA. It's really not working out because no, but Rush is that Canadian band. And they're a love them or hate them band. And if you don't like them, you don't like them. But if you like them, you love them. And it's a fair super chat for sure, NANA. Thanks, man. Thanks, buddy.
Me personally, I just couldn't give a fuck. You can like him or love him or hate him or whatever.
Oh, no, I don't give a fuck either because everybody's free to be wrong publicly when they want to be, right? I don't care. That's fine, right? You know. I had Rush 2112 on vinyl when I was a kid, and then I had moving pictures, and I was they're literally the band that drove me to be a musician.
How many times you fucking sent me the link to 2112? Say, you got to listen to this.
Well, I'll send it to you as many times as you tell me to watch Blackadder or whatever the fuck, you know.
I've been telling you to watch Firefly for 2 fucking years.
Oh, that's it. Yeah.
You could have watched it by now instead of listening to all your Rush albums. But, whatever.
I think it's time well spent on my,
I can't argue with that, to be fair with you. Honestly, taste is taste and people like what they like, This is the one thing I do hate about people in general is when, they think you have to like what they like.
I can't stand that. Especially
it's like my sister used to say to me, you got to go skiing. Oh, you got to go skiing. You got to go skiing. No, I haven't. No, I haven't. I don't. I mean, you were the one that used to take me ice skating, and I used to spend half my time ice skating on my ass with a wet bum. So don't tell me I need to go skiing.
I can't even imagine you figuring out how to get up the hill with the different ways they have of getting you up the hill. I don't see that happening.
I use the butler, obviously.
But
drag me up.
But the thing I was going to say is along the same lines of conversation. One of the things that really pisses me off the most is when somebody gets a hold of me and says, "Oh my God, so and so said this and that. I can't stand them anymore. I hate them, and you have to hate them too." And I'm like, well, That's not my interaction with them.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to hate somebody because you think I should. And then it usually gets worse because then they get mad at you for not hating the person they wanted you to hate. And that's some weird poison of social media that happens. I don't get it, you know?
Exactly. So, no, says in the chat. Says Dick Dawson is missing out on some great movies. Yes, he is. Yes, he is missing out on some great movies.
You're right.
Is his life going to change if he sees all these great movies? Not particularly. Why not just let him watch what he wants to watch and be happy with, you know, and it may be shit. It may be shit movies he watches, but he's happy watching those shit movies. So, you know, he doesn't. People seem to feel like you have to be educated in some way,
right?
You know, like when people were talking about the Princess Bride, and you got to see the Princess Bride. You've got to see it. Oh, I did watch it, and I didn't think it was that great. And
was there any nudity? Was there any softcore?
No. I think it was a bit of a a few swords came out, but they weren't pink. But the thing is, you know, I can understand why people love it because you know people keep those sort of things in their heart. It's a great movie to them. It doesn't necessarily mean it's a great movie, and that you have to watch it and suddenly become, you know, there's not going to be this like epiphany or a ray of light coming streaming through the window. So, now I see, I understand. That's not going to happen. You just watch it for 90 minutes and you go, well, what was the big deal about that then? I don't understand. Yeah. I'll just go and watch, you know, my Marvel movie that I want to watch.
Oh, yeah. The Marvel movie, I do believe that pays directly to this super chat from Nikki Lamar Suter there in the chat. $5 super chat. How long does it take to surgically remove a red pen from one's rectum? I'm just asking for a friend. It takes a little bit longer than it does to actually click the link.
Wait, if it's a red pen, is that a corrective surgery? Sorry, Dick. That was a bit too clever a joke for this time of night.
That's not the check mark he was looking for. It's funny. You know, I'll say this. I've said it before. I'll say it again. One of the best things about your friends is when they're not there to defend themselves, you can pick on them.
Yeah.
Right.
Or you can just do it while I'm here if you want.
Yeah. I mean, to me, that's why I have friends. Otherwise, you know, I would just have a bigger bill for OnlyFans every month, right?
You'd have to start poking fun at the mirror. You ugly bastard. Yeah. Cut your hair.
I
Watch
should.
some decent movies.
Yeah. It gets caught in my belt too much now. I do have to actually take like a foot off the back end.
What your ankle belt?
Yeah. I still dress like it's the 80s, you know.
Oh no, I was just thinking about your 12-year sentence and you got your ankle belt on, but you know, we won't talk about that.
Yeah. It was a choker.
Seems you're on the witness protection program now.
That's true. That's true.
About that, yeah.
From now on, you all have to call me Richard.
Why?
Because I'm on the witness protection. Seriously, dude, you just said it. I'm trying to train the viewers now that I'm not me anymore. I'm this new guy.
Well, you weren't him anyway. You're Eduardo Enchilado, aren't you? From Brazil. From Colombia.
Yeah. I spent 14 days in a rice sack. It was terrible.
When I first met Dick, he had a really thick Mexican accent, and I had to took me years just to
I was a
wean him off that
redhead.
accent.
Yeah,
to make and pretty. It took me hours of work to make him look as depraved and decrepit as he is now.
Yeah, I had a lovely D cup and a good figure.
Yeah. Eat more pizza. Get fat.
Yeah. And then for a while, I was Mr. Falafel.
So you want me to drink beer? What do I do with all this champagne? Just pour it down the sink, mate. Pour it down the sink. You got to learn to drink beer and burp and everything, all that kind of stuff. It's all a persona. It's all fake.
There was that was strange time when they said that I wasn't allowed to drink water, so I had to use flat tonic water and gin and pretend. That was odd. I don't even know who they were, so that was an interesting moment of life too. I don't
always is that the apocryphal they, the ones they who tell us that the Earth isn't flat, and they who are going to who are in charge of Bill Gates are going to kill us all. And
they said it was from an ancient scroll, but I had to use my mouse, so I wasn't sure. It was odd.
Maybe it was just someone like in 2024 not getting their pronouns right on their TikTok channel.
It could have been.
They them this.
Hey, one person's Jesus is another person's Jesus, right?
Oh, talking about Jesus. We've got to talk about
the hats.
Yes. No, we've got to talk about that, because this is really funny. Well, I'll tell you what. I'll let you be the judge of this, whether this is really funny or not. But I was talking to Dick about this because there was this during the Democratic National Convention. You had all these people wearing big wedges of cheese hats on their heads, and it's like, why the fuck are people doing this? What is going on here? Don't answer in the chat yet, because I had an epiphany. I had that ray of light suddenly hit me and go, oh, I get it.
His wife came in the room. There was smoke everywhere coming from his ears. I'm not kidding.
I get it. I get the joke, because it's Make America Great Again. As in cheese grating.
So what they were doing is rebelling against this new trend where people buy pre-grated cheese. They're saying grate your own cheese. And Make America great again.
And it was also
maybe that's not the motion they were looking for.
And also, it was against the MAGA movement. I thought this is a perfect joke. It's brilliant. God, well done, Democratic National Convention for this. And then I kind of did a bit of research on it, and it's like, no, it wasn't that at all.
What is it?
It was about something to do with, somebody said a thing about Jesus and Jesus Christ. And Jesus? Jesus. And there's also Jesus, as in Jesus. Shut up. And also because it was like a thing they usually do in sports, in the audience that wear these cheese hats, because it was kind of like representing their states or their region or whatever. And I thought, yeah, okay, I get it. But then I thought, well, but my joke was better. Make America great again.
Yeah.
I thought that was genius, and I seem to be the only one. I mean, tell me if I'm wrong here in the chat, because I seem to be the only one who's made that connection that doesn't exist. That's funnier than the actual reason.
I agree, because pre-grated cheese is coated with a thing so it doesn't clump together in the bag. That's why it doesn't melt properly. Make America great their own cheese again. I agree with this.
Yeah, no, you're taking the conversation in a different direction with hand gestures that should not be allowed on YouTube.
The direction depends on the position of the person. I defer that to reality. Just don't end up making your mirror look like that of a teenager.
Yeah.
You know, pop, pop, fizz, fizz, teenager mirror, you know?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we hit the 2-hour mark. And oh dear. Oh dear. You sound like a 90-year-old Brit woman. Oh dear.
What the fuck do you think I am?
Oh, yeah.
I am a 90-year-old Brit woman.
Do you know I have to literally feed him cucumber sandwiches once a day. That's crazy.
Ooh, it's been a while since I've done 2 hours.
He drives an Aston Martin, but I have to paint the word Rover on it. Otherwise, he won't get in. Right? Oh.
Yeah, Leyland.
Yeah. So if you don't know that joke, look it up because it's fucking funny.
Do research like I did and find out that your joke is funnier than the actual real joke.
Yeah. You're stuck on that, aren't you?
I know. I am stuck on that because I thought it was fucking.
You did beat them to the punchline. I'll agree. For sure. Yeah.
How long have they been doing it? They completely missed it. They could have had those cheese hats with MAGA written on the front of it.
Yeah.
Make America great again. It's like they could have done it.
They should have all done this in the thing.
Oh, what was I saying to you? Yeah, they should have been wearing hats with a big silver like cheese graters on their heads. And everyone would go, why are they wearing that? Make America great again.
One grater hat for every 3 cheese hats, right? Because that's about correct, right?
They could meet up and just like start rubbing off each other.
Yeah. They could rub one off in the services if they just pull off.
I'm sure there was a lot of rubbing off of those conventions. They normally are.
Is that why they banned black lights in all the shape and form?
Oh, I can't believe it took us 2 hours before you brought that up. Oh dear. Everyone watch it in the rewatch afterwards. Maybe.
All right. So,
But get into the chat. Get into the comments later. See if anybody else has made that connection, saw that, or am I the only one? And was I the first? Yeah, just let me know what's going on with that thing.
You know what? It's even more than that. Just tell him he's first and it's best. Because if you don't, I'm not gonna fucking hear the end of it.
Well, so anyway, I said this thing, and you know, I'm going to go on for hours about it.
So, let's see here. We need consumer advice to leave off on, right? Because that's what we try to do for people around here. We do this show the way we want, but it's only for you. What's it?
So, just saying, consumer advice. You already done the thing. You know, to grate your own cheese.
What you should do is you should go to the dollar store and you should buy yourself like a big sombrero hat, but cut the top off and get like 4 single blade graters and build yourself a new sombrero. And then you can show up at a Donald Rump rally and you can say, "Make America great again." And you can give her one of these.
Yeah, pull the hat down hard in your head and just like split it into 4.
Pull something hard. We got to get the hell out of here because right now we're flirting on the, never mind getting demonetized. They're going to take the channel from us, right?
Just through boredom. Your channel has been taken away because we got bored at YouTube.
Yeah, you're not worth the bandwidth. All right. Good night.
Yeah, do you know how much hard space you guys take up? Oh my god!
They probably store us on tape. That's why it takes so long to load.
That explains a lot. We're probably on vinyl.
Yeah. They filter our broadcast through a Commodore 64 and store it on cassette tape.
Yes, straight onto an Edison wax recorder.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, why are you all here still? Go home. No.
We haven't finished the show yet.
Okay, well, we got to thank everybody on the team. So again, everybody knows Annette runs the teams around here. PJ CNet's running the research team. We got Shayna Caldwell, who's all set up to step up more now because of cool new advances. We got Crazy Cat, Liam Wakefield, Super Chat Matt, and NA. So thanks, everybody. Because, like we always say, it takes a whole team. We do the on mic thing, but without everybody else helping us, we'd look like well, I was going to say idiots, but we'd look like bigger idiots.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that the team doesn't help with that. we still look like idiots.
Yeah, they keep us from looking like morons, so we're only idiots.
There's only so far you can polish a turd.
Yeah. This is not a paint job that you can wet sand. It's not going to work.
Oh dear. Oh, do I say my bit now?
Well, you could, but
yeah. Well, thanks for all your super chats, your donations, and your channel memberships, and all those lovely things that help. Just keep the little financial little bits of the channel keep going. Don't forget to hit like on the way out. I'm going to do that right now, so you can just do the fucking same. Otherwise, I'm going to send you to PJ. And don't forget to share us out. How can we share? How do we share them out today? I don't know. Just come back. Just come back and leave a comment, and just go to social media. Because quite frankly, we need a little bit more, a bit more exposure out there.
That's right.
We need expansion. Go and look at other fucking channels, and you go, why are so many people watching this shit? And nobody's watching this shit. And just go onto the live streams and just say, well, why are you watching this shit when you can be watching the Shills instead? And get blocked from as many channels as you can. Go to as many YouTube channels and just say, just don't watch this shit.
Don't do nude yoga to promote it without, skipping shaving for a few days, but chill it out. We do have an announcement to make here. There's people that make decisions in life. Some of them are good. Some of them are bad. Some of them are poor. Some of them are downright questionable. Well, Chris Lundy in the chat is one of the questionable people because he's decided to join the Shills team. So I hope you like your cot, oatmeal for breakfast. And remember, we get 75% of everything you earn from here on out. Welcome to the team, Chris.
And it's $125 for the tent week.
Yeah. But that doesn't include the air pump for the pillow. So,
no.
Yeah.
or the blow up doll.
Yeah.
Stacy. We call her Stacy, but look after her. She's been passed around a lot. So,
and if you want the appropriate makeup to make her look like your partner or something, that's another fee. So, Yeah, I know his partner's watching right now. So, Chris, I hope you like having a tent in your backyard. Welcome to it.
Is that what you call it? Is that a euphemism?
I just sent him the invoice on PayPal. So,
it's been a while since the other tent in his backyard. Dirty bastard.
So here, consumer advice: make sure you pitch a tent every chance you get, because you never know who's going to catch wind of it and maybe take you up on the offer.
Oh, dear.
I'm hitting the button.
Bye-bye, everybody. Good night, sweet dreams, and have a lovely, lovely weekend.
Keep your stick on the ice.
And keep your dick in a vice.
Oh, God.